So since we're not all on one universal platform, sometimes I take questions from my YouTube channel and, make a video and try to send it on, all my platforms. Some get there, some don't. But in response to a recent video, our friend, of course, and a lot of people I'm sure feel this way, that ad strikes have made your nerve with me, cancer, of course, girlfriend has cancer. When you talked about pharmaceuticals, you described her perfectly. All the doctors have her on some kind of medicine. Unbelievable. Pill for everything. Haha. It's disgusting. I can't stand it. I, too, am stuck on pharmaceuticals. Have to be. I understand that, too, to a certain degree. I don't want to be, but I have to be on one of them. You're just stuck with it, is basically what they're saying, which I literally saw a video about this, like, yesterday. That is the design. The design is to find one thing, one ailment, one disease, whatever. Put you on a medication. Oh, but you know what? It might cause this. So they put you on something to purposefully give you another symptom, and therein lies the shit show of pharmaceuticals. So here is where he asked me about the tea that I mentioned, not tea, but it's called Essiac tea. In fact, what a better way than to show you. So here's my Ninja tea and coffee brewer that I use easily, sometimes 2-3 times a day. And this is the Essiac tea. It is loose leaf. You guys, when it comes to tea, I've got old tea bags of tea. I've got several containers that I'll probably never use because, again, I believe, and there's been a lot of studies, that the tea bags themselves, I'm not saying all of them, but there have been studies on several companies that use the tea bags themselves that have some kind of unnatural toxin in them. So again, I am loose leafing it all the time. I got this, you can see it is, and I got this, I don't like to promote Amazon very much because it's like, again, who do you trust? But I will find, certain companies that make, teas like this, and that's where I get my Essiac. Here is another tea that I add to the mix. This is my fruit-infused green tea that is the staple. This is what gives everything its flavor. We've got some graviola leaves that I put in. So I make this tea with all of these added to them every day. In fact, I even give it to my dog, and along with some honey to help with her coughing. Like natural sources, you guys. And like I said, if you want to know how deep I go into these theories, into these ideas of what they're doing, to us that we don't know about, that they've been doing since the 1920s, I would say, get on to my Instagram threads at Lean Eden, and you'll see some of the stuff that I post. You might not like me after that, but I post things that are just ideas and information, and then you can do with them what you will. We're given these ideas that certain things are genetics. So if we come from a family of obese people, oh, well, I guess I'll just accept my fate and not, take care of myself because obesity runs in my family. I don't buy that. I don't buy into that at all. I don't buy into pharmaceuticals where these side effects say may cause weight gain. I don't buy into that either. In fact, when I was in my 20s and a doctor was prescribing me, something for some mental disorder before I had my awakening, it said may cause weight gain. And I said to my doctor, I was like, so does that mean that I'm just going to get fat? Or does that mean that it's going to make me hungry and want to eat? And he goes, no, it's going to make you want to eat. And I was like, I'm not worried about that. And I didn't worry about it because I knew I was in control of what I put in my body. I was already on my fit journey. I was already entrenched in my love of weightlifting and bodybuilding, so I wasn't concerned at all. They just put these ideas in our head and we just go with it, and we think, oh, I guess that's my fate, I accept my fate. No, I don't accept that as being my fate. And I'm a big believer at looking at those old pictures from the 60s and 70s on the beaches, and there was not one obese person in any of those pictures. That was a time period when, before they gave us that stupid food guide pyramid to make us think, oh, we need this many servings of grains throughout the day to spike our insulin and do whatever. No, no, just again, no. And my condolences on your girlfriend and her cancer. Like, I mean, like I said, if it was me, and this is easier said than done. Of course, it's easier said than done. But I would be trying to find a holistic cancer doctor. You know, I would not be wanting to give them, like I said, the biopsy itself. Like, I've posted videos on my threads about, you know, yeah, of course, you know, they puncture the tumor, and again, I'm not a doctor, you guys. I'm just someone who's been deceived and lied to her entire life, religion-wise. I grew up in the Mormon Church. The Mormon Church is based on lies. I know there's people that, oh, I still believe it because I'm a sheep, and that's what I've been told, so I'm going to believe the bullshit that I was told, but they don't want to look into it. CES letter. Alright, this is something we're getting off track here. Sorry. Trigger. But the SEFT was formulated, I don't know, 50s or 60s, can't remember which, for cancer patients, and it did show results in shrinking the cancer. And I thought to myself, well, why don't I just start drinking this now? You know, why don't I just start putting this in my body now? Even my dog, you know, I mean, my dog used to have problems, and she is doing so much better. I also give her CBD oil and MCT oil in her food, so we're taking care of our bodies with natural remedies.